too late. Quickly! Follow me!
You rat! Come out and fight like a man!
I don't think so. I like it better right here.
You'd rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp?
I could just as easily cut her throat. I have hostages enough, and strong walls to protect me. Bring him here.
Radzig? What do you want, you viper?
Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die. Fire! Burn it down!
Christ. Are you all right?
I'll live. Oh. Whew, but I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Oh, we have men enough for sword wielding. A good lord is harder to come by.
How the hell did they get Radzik? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save my father, somehow.
And we have to save my wife and get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I. We have to lay siege.
No. No, that is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard, as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if. What if they're seen and they can't raise the portcullis quietly?
Sir Hanush, if we can save just one hostage...
It's a perilous undertaking. Who would you send?
I'll go.
Then let us make ready.
I'd better get ready for the night raid. Some light clothing would be best. Dark colours. I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need...
Yes.
Farewell. If any of you are having second thoughts, this is your last chance to speak. Very well. So I hope we're all clear on what has to be done. We need to free the hostages to deprive Toth of his advantage. Now he'll be keeping them somewhere where they can be guarded, but somewhere separate from his other men.
And where would that be?
We always kept our captives in the house on the Bailey by the stables.
What if they're in their tower or somewhere else?
Then we'll have to go to the gate and try to open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do it if we know exactly how things stand. And if they sound the alarm, before we've done anything, we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite. After all, it can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
I'll see to it that you do, my lord. May God guide our footsteps.
Unless we fuck it up, then Istvan will be telling the stories, and the joke will be on us.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
I'm sick.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
The alarm's been sounded.
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me. Hey! All of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm! It's the best you can do!
Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
Raise the alarm! Shout! Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Is that all you've got? You must be here somewhere.
God.
Get over here!
I have to admit, we didn't do too well.
True, the shame of it. They drove us back before we even got anywhere. It's worse than if they'd killed us.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. We had to give it a try. If we succeeded.
If pigs had wings... Now, I know it troubles you, but it's not over yet. We'll rescue the hostages and hang that bastard Istvan.
It seems, Robard, that we're running out of options.
We don't have enough men to scale the walls with ladders. And we can't afford to lose any more. We can only take Talmberg by a ruse or with superior numbers. Ruses have failed, and we don't have superior numbers.
And we're left with no choice but to build a trebuchet. To demolish my own walls. Where's Master Fafar?
He's waiting. We sent for him as soon
Bring
as...
him to me. Let's not waste time.
Sir Divish.
You will build me a trebuchet, Master Tobias.
Trebuchet, my lord. That's not entirely in my field of expertise.
We have to take back Talmberg.
Yes, indeed, sir, I understand
And
that,
you are the best engineer we can rely on in the whole fiefdom.
Oh, well, thank you, my lord, but it's just that I've never built a trebuchet before. This could take some time.
Then you'd better get to it. Bernard will go over the plan of attack with you. How are the preparations proceeding in the other camps?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances. There are still many things that need doing, but I just don't have the time for them.
No, you don't. Henry,
Yes, sir.
I would like for you to help with the preparations in the encampments.
Gladly, sir.
Robard will brief you. That'll be all.
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here now is havoc. When you walk around the camps, you'll see they're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. The less the troops grumble, the better.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He'll manage. He was in charge of the whole Scally.
But if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until...
I'll try to ask him if I can...
You should definitely do that.
How are you faring?
How do you think I'm faring, lad?
Well, at least no one...
Not so far.
I imagine Sir Divish...
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart, too.
What's the easy...
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's more, we don't want to destroy the castle.
Repairing the castle?
And time-consuming. No trebuchet is wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we...
Do you think Sigismund will...
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't...
I'd never have thought so many people were killed.
Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Ratai. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power-hungry bastards like Havel and Toth in Bohemia.
Is there some way we...
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Istvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through.
Stuck up brushwood and...
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns. So...
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right...
Exactly.
And what about the...
The south and east are solid.
It's best defended from the...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that...
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranyk for longer. It would have been much easier there.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been... May the Lord watch over you.
God be with you, lad.
Sir Robard sent...
Indeed. I'll never manage.
Well, I'd like to help you.
Actually, Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get it...
You're still an engineer, though.
Are you serious? Do you know how If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely it would smash itself to...
Conrad...
He's a scholar who studied medicine. He even took part in the siege in Nicopolis.
He was with Sigismund.
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the...
I don't...
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague.
Banished?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him.
What's he doing?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery.
And how am I supposed to get him here? Abduct him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation.
All right.
Thank you, Henry. God be with you.
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle. Surrender! You'll have to answer for your life.
Got you at last.
What?
Don't bother trying. Personally, I'd rather.
Mother of God.
Enough.
Aye, right.
Jail?
He's got a nerve coming back here.
You could at least dress.
Been a pleasure. Do you happen to... What? That old fool? The one who spends his time poring over old books instead of at the tavern? Sure. Farewell.
Well?
What part didn't you understand? And hurry up.
Do you happen to...
What? That... Been a pleasure.
What's going on there?
Is there something you need?
Mother of God.
Look out.
What in God's name is he up to?
Get going.
Is he
What in... Good day.
Do you happen to...
But of course, with our local... Yeah.
What's going on out there?
Yeah.
Hi.
Who's there? You and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry.
Yeah.
Jesus, what?
Do you happen...
But of course. Bye. Bye.
Take care. Sure, farewell.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
From the yard or from the wood, plain and fattened pork, chicken and bacon. We had it all. Come and stay.
What's he doing here? Has something happened? What's that?
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up.
Make it quick, though.
Asparagus, I'll cut you in half. Cucumbers,
Our Lord's tasty. Good on bread and for frying. Come.
What's that? Hey! Don't move a finger.
Surrender! You'll have to answer for your lawbreak. Caught you. What? You're telling me you weren't shooting at people?
Well,
Enough. What Damn it.
you purge yourself before the law and hand over all the stuff.
Yeah.
You're all Hey, you! Halt!
Ah,
You were seen. You should have thought twice. But I was...
Enter. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startle me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What?
Sir, have you heard what's been going...
I've heard a thing.
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfar has been...
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines... Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and...
I'll try and find some way of getting you out of here.
Look here, I don't want any trouble. You better talk to Karal, the master builder.
You really can't come with me?
Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little... more than a little critical. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly. Then when Sigismund abducted the king, I did, perhaps left.
They locked you up?
Not quite. Frankly, this so-called banishment, although I have lost quite...
And why?
To be honest...
Money, sir?
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself.
What is it you're...
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus. Mark my word.
Of course.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just... Could I help you?
Who says I won't?
But you said you couldn't leave.
Young man, I can't. And my word is my...
Who do you work for?
My contract is with the...
Could I not just...
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the...
as long as he has...
Yes. What are you thinking?
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow?
I realize that, but Sessa Monastery has always... But I must...
What do you...
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we...
That's a...
My inventiveness.
How do I...
It will be somewhere in his quarter. I suggest waiting until evening. He's fond of his...
Right.
I am honored that you should come to me.
I need some help from Master Conrad.
Then go and talk to...
The thing is, he's already agreed, but he'd have to go to Talmberg.
I can't consent to that.
But the conquest of Talmberg is more important.
From what I hear, it's awfully... Anyway,
Supposing I compensated you for his brief absence, perhaps with some coin?
What use would coin be to me if the monastery roof collapses? Then I'd be the one having to...
Thank you for your invaluable assistance.
You're well...
May God... Are you sure you won't?
Not a chance.
Well, anyway, I've heard it said there's not enough money to finish the construction. So, I thought as a lover of architecture, I might contribute.
How the hell do you know that?
That's neither here nor there. The important thing is to let me help you.
How much will you give, damn you?
Is this enough?
Come now. That's not it. Very well, then. Keezer can go.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Bye-bye. What do you think you're doing? I've a mind. God, he's back again.
Clear off.
An assassin after all this time. They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What? Who is... Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sassau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kosterlitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Who? Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course.
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to him. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come.
Just you wait.
Halt! What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of an assassination attempt.
Assassination? What are you on about?
Are you Lord Paycar, the one who was on the crusade?
Well, yes.
Because you've come to assassinate...
Keezer?
Well, yes.
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the...
And I've come to realise how he's been cheating me, so I wanted my money back, that's all.
I don't believe a word you say.
Well... Sorry, but I'm telling the truth. I suppose there's nothing to be done about it, unless you intend to skewer me on the spot. But if it will help you sleep better, may the Lord watch over you.
Well, did you find anyone?
I did.
And?
He's dead. He was an assassin, all right.
Lord have mercy. Was it Paycar?
It was. He made excuses about a conflict with Sir Sebastian, but it was clear what he meant to do.
So they are after me. I knew it. Sweet Jesus, there'll be more. I need to hide away somewhere.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg.
What's the matter, laddie? Need to shit?
Yeah.